So same the seventh chapter continuation. Yesterday we discussed up to plasmids. Okay, seventh chapter continuation, bacteria. So in last class we discussed about the plasmids. In today's class we are going to continue with a new chapter, that is nutrition. Nutrition in bacteria. Nutrition in bacteria. So nutrition means how the bacteria getting their food. So the main nutrition process is mainly dependent on two factors. One is availability of sunlight. And second one is source of carbon. These are the two factors which can determine the nutrition process. One is the availability of sunlight, another one is source of carbon, how they are getting the carbon from the environment. So based on these two factors, the nutrition is mainly divided into four types. The first one is photoautotropic nutrition. Photoautotrophs. First one is photoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs. Second one photoheterotrophs. Okay, photoautotrophs, heterotrophs. Next, chemoautotrophs. Last one is chemoheterotrophs. So first one, photoautotrophs. They can trap sunlight. By trapping the sunlight, they can trap the sunlight. By trapping the sunlight, they can convert the solar energy into chemical energy. By converting the solar energy into chemical energy, they can get their energy. Especially they can get energy from trapping the solar energy. By trapping the solar energy, they can convert the solar energy into chemical energy. So from that chemical energy, they can get their energy source. So, and they can get carbon from atmospheric carbon dioxide. How they can get energy? They can get energy from atmospheric. They can get energy from sunlight. Here the solar energy is converted into chemical energy. From that chemical energy, they can get their energy source, and they can get carbon from atmospheric carbon dioxide. So these are called photoautotrophs. The best example, chromatium and chlorobium. Chromatium and chlorobium. These are the two photosynthetic autotrophic organisms, chromatium and chlorobium. The second one, photoheterotrophs. These can get energy from sunlight. Photoheterotrophs, they can get energy from sunlight, and they can get carbon from inorganic substances. They can get energy from atmospheric sunlight. They can get carbon from inorganic compounds. Best examples, nitrosobacter. Nitrosobacter, Nitromonas, Nitrosobacter and Nitrosomonas, and methanogens. Nitrobacter, Nitrosomonas, Nitrobacter, Nitrosomonas, Nitrobacter, and methanogens. Nitrobacter, Nitrosomonas, methanogens. Next, chemoautotrophs. Okay, chemoautotrophs, they can get energy from sunlight. They can get carbon from organic substances. You can get carbon from organic substances. They can get energy from sunlight. They can get carbon from organic substances. By processing of these organic substances in respiration and fermentation, they can get energy in the form of ATP. So by processing of these organic compounds, due to the by processing of these organic compounds by respiration and fermentation, by processing of these organic compounds, respiration and photosynthesis, respiration and fermentation, they can get energy in the form of ATP. By processing of these organic compounds in respiration and in fermentation process, they can get energy in the form of ATP. So these are chemoautotrophs. Examples: rhodospirillum, Rhodospirillum, Rhodospirillum and Rhodosudomonas. Here, P silent letter. Rhodosudomonas. Next here, fourth one, chemoheterotrophs. They can get energy and carbon from both. They can get energy and carbon from organic compounds. They can get both energy and carbon from organic compounds. Example, organic compounds. So these chemoheterotrophs are mainly two types. Some are saprophytes, some are parasites. But what are the saprophytes? Saprophytes which can depend on decomposing of plant and animal wastes. Saprophytes which can depend on decomposing of the plant and animal wastes, which can depend on dead bodies of the plants and animals, that are called saprophytes. Best example, all the bacillus species. All bacillus species. All bacillus species are saprophytes. Next, parasites, which can depend on parasites which can depend on other organisms. The organisms which can depend on other organisms. The organisms which get their food from host cell. The organisms which get their food from host cell or host tissue. The organisms which get their food from host cell or host tissue. So that type of the organisms are called parasites. Best examples: Xanthomonas. Xanthomonas. So these are the four nutrition methods: photoautotrophs, chemoautotrophs, chemoheterotrophs. Okay, this is about the nutrition of the bacteria. So next class we are going to discuss about the reproduction bacteria. How the reproduction is going on in bacteria. What are the reproductive methods in bacteria? So that is the last topic of this 7th chapter. Tomorrow class we are going to complete that last topic, reproduction bacteria. Okay, thank you children.